Hello students, in today's video we will learn about average acceleration, uniform acceleration and instantaneous acceleration. So let's start today's video with average acceleration. Let's talk about the definition of average acceleration. For a particular interval, the average acceleration is defined as the change in velocity for that particular interval. Unlike acceleration, the average acceleration is calculated for a given interval. Average acceleration is calculated by the following formula. Average acceleration is equals to total delta v upon total delta t. This means that total change in velocity upon total change in time. Here delta v is the change in velocity and delta t is the total time over which the velocity is changing. Average acceleration is equals to v suffix f difference v suffix I upon t suffix f difference t suffix I, where v suffix f is equals to final velocity and v suffix I is the initial velocity and t suffix I is equals to initial time and t suffix f is equals to final time. Let's form a formula for numericals. If the objects shown different velocities such as v1, v2, v3 and so on vn for different time intervals such as t1, t2, t3 and so on tn respectively, then the average acceleration is calculated using the formula average acceleration is equals to v1 plus v2 plus v3 plus so on plus bn upon t1 plus t2 plus t3 plus so on plus tn. After that, let's discuss a real life example. If the velocity of a car increases from 0 to 60 cm per second in 3 seconds, its average acceleration would be 20 cm per second square, meaning that the car's velocity will go up by 20 cm per second each second. After that, let's discuss uniform acceleration. If an object undergoes equal changes in velocity in equal time intervals, it is called uniform acceleration. After that, let's discuss instantaneous acceleration. It is defined as the limit of the average acceleration as the time interval delta t goes to 0. That is, instantaneous acceleration is equals to limit delta t tends to 0, delta v upon delta t is equals to dv by dt. This means that differentiation of velocity with respect to time. After that, let's discuss types of motion. There are different types of motion: translation, rotational, periodic and non-periodic motion. After that, let's discuss them one by one in detail. First is that translation motion, a type of motion in which all parts of an object moves the same distance in a given time is called translation motion. Example of translation motion are vehicle moving on a road, a child going down, a bird flying in the sky. Translation motion are of two types, rectilinear and curvilinear. Let's discuss them also. First is that rectilinear motion. When an object in translation motion moves in a straight line, it is said to be in rectilinear motion. Example of rectilinear motion are a car moving on a straight road and a train moving on a straight track. Second is that curvilinear motion. When an object in translation motion moves along a curved path, it is said to be in curvilinear motion. Examples of curvilinear motion are a stone thrown up in the air at an angle and a car taking a turn. After that, let's discuss second type of motion, that is rotational motion. Let's talk about the definition of rotational motion. When an object moves about an axis and different parts of it moves different distances in a given interval of time, it is said to be in rotational motion. Example of rotational motion are blade of rotating fan, blade of windmill, merry-go-round. When an object undergoes rotational motion, all its parts do not move same distance in a given interval or time. Example, the outer portion of blades of windmills covers more circumference than the portion closer to center. Third is that periodic motion, a type of motion that repeats itself after equal intervals of time is called periodic motion. Examples of objects undergoing periodic motion are the earth rotating on its axis, to and fro motion of pendulum, hands of a clock, etc. Fourth is that non-periodic motion, a motion that does not repeat itself at a regular interval or motion that does not repeat itself at all is called non-periodic motion. Examples of non-periodic motions are a car moving on a road, a bird gliding across the sky, and the children playing in the park. In everyday life, we observe more than one type of motion like rotation of Earth on its axis, rotational motion and periodic motion, bird gliding in the sky, translation motion and non-periodic motion.